use that way too well.
People saying that was gay as hell. Okay, now it kills. Sorry, back to the important news. I agree with everything
Young
Alexa
Gaddafi.
says. I agree with everything Alexa says. Wow.
Gaddafi was hot when he was young. Yeah.
Okay. I changed my mind very quickly.
Yeah. I just missed you. I just missed you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got the same news from Ukraine. So Israel doesn't have the monopoly on killing journalists, okay?
Yep.
They do it a lot. They might be the best in the world, but other people are doing it too. So Russia was shelling a hotel in Kramatorsk.
Where's Kramatorsk?
I think it's somewhere in the east. That's the only place they are.
I was thinking of Krasnoyarsk.
Was in Russia. We're in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, east.
So it's right on the edge of where their lines are. Yeah, they were shelling a hotel. Bloody killed a journalist. Well, 2 journalists injured, and the safety advisor killed. Which, to be fair, that is his job.
What?
It's like the person who tastes the food to make sure it's not poison. He's the guy who's there to make sure everyone's safe.
And he was like, unsafe.
He tasted the missile first.
Yeah, he was like, this isn't going to work. Everyone, get out of here.
Get out of here.
This is not safe.
That's horrible. But yeah,
2 Reuters journalists killed. No, it's fucking insane.
But it's also interesting because, like, I usually thought that the passive voice was saved for reporting on Israel. You know, whenever Israel kills a journalist, they're just like, oh, someone had died following this event that might be related, might not be. But to be fair, they're kind of doing it for Russia here, right? 2 journalists injured in Ukraine's Kramatorsk. Like, they don't actually say that Russia did it.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a... It's not a universal trend, though.
The passive voice for Israel.
The passive voice. No. For Israel, I'm saying it is. But I'm saying if, let's say, Hamas killed someone.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't say.
No.
October 7th. A bunch of festival goers all simultaneously died.
No, it's... The hotel was hit by a Russian
Iskander missile. Right. I mean, maybe they're reporting it like that because it's not confirmed who did it. But I don't know. Zelensky said it was hit by this specific kind of missile. I heard another news that say Russia was shelling the building. Yeah, I don't know.
What's so strange is because obviously with Israel and Palestine, like Israel is so much stronger, right? And is completely crushing Palestine.
Yeah.
And it's like, in their eyes, they, like you said, they want to slaughter everyone and take it back. They can see that as a possibility. Like, it is actually a possibility. Yeah. They're going to kill everyone. It is not, right? This is not going to happen. So I don't understand.
Yeah, Russia can't, like, empty Ukraine.
No. So what, instead they're just going to keep this going until what, they just run out of people, also, or Ukraine runs out of people? Like,
you could argue some kind of, like, I mean, in international law, I think genocide is pretty broad. And, like, people can make the case that what Russia's doing is genocide, but it's just like on quite a different level. Like, I think the Russian kind of, a lot of the kind of ideological narratives around it are like, Ukrainians are actually Russians.
Yeah.
And like, that's a form of genocide in that you're wiping out a culture.
Yeah.
The Israelis, though, on the other hand, are like, Palestinians are inhuman. Like, they actually just need to die. They're not like Palestinians are Jews.
Yeah. But there's also a different rhetoric in the way Putin talks about it, is that like he still like says that he has a very clear like strategic plan of like I don't know if he still says it's a special military operation, but it's like that is a big part of it, and then all denial of killing civilians is a big part of it.
But I mean, Israel's pretty similar because I think ostensibly their strategic goal is to get rid of Hamas.
Sorry, on an unrelated note, someone said, hey Alex, how many pride flags do you steal in Queenstown, lol?
What is that?
So funny you mentioned that. So we were in the ski resort in Remarkables on the day, because there was a pride festival in Queenstown. They started putting up all the flags in Queenstown, and when we were coming down from the slopes, there was this really angry man that entered the bottom floor of the hotel. He was like, why the fuck are there gay flags everywhere? Why the fuck are there gay flags? Started shouting, and everyone was looking at him. And then later, when we got back to our Airbnb, I was reading the news.
Maybe
and,
he just really didn't.
and there were photos of what I thought might be that guy and a bunch of other boys who had stolen pride flags.
No.
And they were like, has anyone seen these boys? And I was like, Queenstown's so small that I was like, yeah, maybe I did see that boy.
It's so weird to be like so homophobic, but then also do the gayest shit possible, which is like, these pride flags are mine now.
Yeah.
These are my flags for my own.
But also, he was
use.
a snowboarder. He had a snow. Like, why the fuck do you care? What is wrong with you?
No, to be fair, maybe he didn't feel like fucking guys that day.
He didn't feel like fucking guys on the
And it's annoying. You see the flag, it makes you want to have sex with men.
too horny and it's
Yeah.
too cold on the slopes. What are you meant to do?
Yeah, you have to bunk together.
Your
with the
erection
boys.
is tiny. Have you ever had an erection in the snow?
No.
Tiny.
Really?
A third of the size.
Oh,
and
so
the-
yours would have been this big.
Mine would have been. I couldn't even see it. It was crazy. Snowboarding is what's? Can I ask?
Coded.
Is snowboarding or skiing gayer? Which one?
Surely skiing. Yeah.
Skiing.
Although I don't know what gay people actually do. Because skiing, I can imagine, like, that's just sex. Oh, that's two dicks.
two dicks. Got two dicks.
Okay, skiing. Everyone's saying skiing.
Skiing.
Do you
Nah.
think gay people ski more than they snowboard? I don't know if that's true. Because when I think skiing, I picture like an old German man who doesn't even know what being gay is. He just goes to a nudist beach with all his man friends, but just doesn't even think about sucking them off.
No, exactly. It's just like, oh, it's a beautiful time in the sun.
What a lovely day.
But snowboarding, a big move is this going fast.
well, that's neutral though. That's any kind of.
Oh, that's
exhaust.
any kind of sex. Yeah,
But this,
that's specific.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
a
very
very-
specific. All right. Can confirm. Am gay. Can ski. Can't snowboard.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you, Crispy Bacon Fox. We've got proof. Tobogganing is the ultimate gay snowbase. I'm laughing for
tobogganing's good. Yeah, that is really good. That's so gay. Anyway, journalist is dead.
Okay. We shouldn't laugh so much at all this
Yeah.
horrible news, but you've got to
This
make
is the
jokes.
same thing, except Politico actually identified it as Russian strikes. Leave 6 dead and 1 journalist missing. Yeah, it's fucked. You're just
Crazy.
bombing a hotel. Like, I don't.
I think a big part of it, the civilian deaths that happen is like, could be completely wrong about this, but I think if you just militarize a extremely large, portion
Civilian
of
area.
men,
Oh, right.
of men, and you put them in an area, obviously war is going to bring out the absolute worst in people. They've been radicalized by killing people. They've seen their friends die as well, all these people next to them. People are just going to start killing indiscriminately. Like that is inevitable
But-
yeah.
And also when war starts, like, even people who weren't radicalized by the war, but just like the worst elements that already exist in society are going to get platformed.
Yeah, exactly.
So like all the like freakiest, most violent people are going to find their time to shine. It's like finally society looks the way I want it to look.
Yeah, exactly. It's so bad that we're doing all these serious articles and look at the ad. All men should try this. Stop scrolling. Start chair workout. challenge. Do them for
Sorry,
seven-
why was I reading that in unison with you? You started reading it. I'm like, I have to. Do the
Your
same.
voice, you were so similar. I didn't even realize you were reading with me. You were reading with me? Were
Were
you?
you?
Hi.
Hi. Ah, you gotta do longer ones.
That was good.
That's how. Can we try that again?
No.
You want to do me?
Okay. Hello. My name is John. That was good. I was like, if I had to pick a name, I'd pick John.
You did that way too well.
People saying that was gay as hell. Okay, now kiss. Sorry, back to the important news. Ukrainian shelling
Oh,
killed
this is
6
the same
people in
news.
Russia border, region of Belgorod on Sunday. Yeah, so just killing a lot more.
In the village of Racket 1.
I'm so amazed and happy that news will keep reporting on it. Like if I was reporting on this as a
Oh.
journalist, you'd be like, I've already told you. Same like in Palestine as well. You're like,
Like, yeah, you know this is happening.
you know this is happening. How much do you have to? You'd be so disheartened and be like, cool, another school's bombed. Maybe this is going to change things. No.
But also imagine being a reporter on the ground in one of these places, or like let's say you're in Palestine where they're killing journalists at a much higher rate, and like you're reporting the same story every single day, but also you're going to die at any moment. It's like
fucked.
we're streaming. We've been streaming for 3 weeks, and I already feel like I'm like fuck. We've already said this fucking story. We've done
Yeah.
this a million times.
Juicy Springsteen said journalists are so brave.
Yeah.
It's it's brave,
We are,
but it's
aren't
also
we? You're right.
us in look where we are in Donbass reporting on the news. It's brave, but also I think it becomes like at a certain point, like not suicidal, but like a kamikaze thing where you're like you give
somewhat,
up.
if you're like a war zone person.
Person.
I mean, I think that's really admirable that someone's doing it.
Yeah,
so obviously
it's
the
crazy.
only other people there can't give the story because they're doing the killing.
They're doing the killing. Oh, I mean, the good thing about it is that at least civilians, until you cut off all their internet, have access to mobile phones. But that happens. People can't charge their phones.
We were talking about it last week. There was this doco that was made by like an independent reporter, civilian in Gaza, which was just like, my name's, I forgot what her name was, like Amin from Gaza and I'm still alive. And it's just like a compilation of all this like amazing footage that she took during the thing of like escaping places. It's kind of similar to your Mariupol documentary.
Yeah, well.
But it made it into a film festival in America, and immediately all these
Bisan.
all these celebrities. Oh, Bisan. Yeah. All these celebrities, fucking Deborah Messing and all these other people were just like getting a petition to get them pulled from the film festivals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same as the Mariupol one, 20 Days of Mariupol, but that won awards and won Sundance Festival.
It just depends what side of geopolitics the movie's coming out in. From the Emmys, yeah. They tried to get them from the Emmys. Deborah Messing is crazy.
What did you say it's called? Hashtag I'm still alive?
Yeah, it's Bisan from Gaza, I'm still alive or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you remember that zombie movie you watched? Hashtag I'm still alive.
Hashtag alive.
Hashtag alive.
Great. Korean cinema. Fake Korean cinema, but...
Oh god, the Mariupol one killed me. Yeah, it was pretty fucked. But it's like they're all bad. It's just whether or how close someone can get with a camera. And it's like the Mariupol one showed kids dying. It's happening in Gaza.
Yeah.
It's like there's just no proper camera crew there to film it. Or there is and they're not distributing it. So it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I mean, a lot of workers out there suppressing it. Or like when it does come out, they claim it's fake. They have the whole thing, what are they called? Pallywood? Which is what they claim, like Palestinians are faking all these videos.
Are they doing that as well? I've seen that a bit. I didn't see...
I've seen that, I remember with Syria and the white helmets and
yes,
stuff.
Yes.
But no, there are really good ones. There's, good ones. I don't know. I watch a lot of Israeli propaganda. It's usually incredibly cringy, sometimes very funny. They had the really good one of the late great Haniyeh, who they killed.
Yep.
But they had him doing a rap song about how much money he had. I think I showed you.
Oh, you show give me so much money.
My dog needs you out of money.
Oh, that was awesome. Can we watch that?
I guess so. It's just everyone's gonna hate it. It's so distasteful, especially because they killed this guy.
Some Israeli propaganda.
Oh, here we go.
The children.
No way, maybe they don't want to show this.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah, we don't need to show it. It's just out of all the Israeli propaganda, this is by far the best produced.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hate it. Okay, fine, let's watch it. Should we watch it?
We'll watch a little bit. It has 2.8 million views. Like,
it's crazy. For a channel that you can't even type out on the keyboard.
Can we just read? No, people saying no, it's too gross.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, but it's so common. It's weird with the Russian propaganda though. It's quite lazy in that when you see it, it's like there is stuff that is unimaginably really hard to recreate, like a whole entire hospital that's blown up.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff. Oh, sorry, I think you meant a Russian state propaganda about the war in Ukraine.
Oh no, I was talking about them saying that no, the Ukrainians are actors. They've hired pregnant women to get women to get their stomachs cut open and stuff like that.
It's the same shit here.
It's exactly the same. Which one were you talking about?
Actual like Russian propaganda about the Ukraine war.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was so well done, but it was just like, I don't really understand the purpose because it just made the whole thing seem...
Oh, you're talking about the one where the boy gets killed straight away?
No, there's another one where it's like, it's meant to be funny, but it's just way too fucking brutal to make it funny at all. It's
the one on the train?
No, it's a guy, and it looks like a...
Can you just show it?
I could never find it. It's really hard. Let's see if we can find it.
The babushka one? I don't know what the babushka one is.
Ukraine.
This is not propaganda. It's from a satire show in Israel, not produced by the government. They always make fun of the Israeli government and everything. I mean, you say that, but it plays as a
targeted.
Pro
soldier,
anti-Hamas. I was in Egypt like 3 months ago, and they were trying to keep people from fleeing the border into Egypt. I also got stuck there because Turkey was threatening to shoot down any planes coming in or leaving. So I had to get a really light flight to England to continue my 6 months trip. Yeah, wow.
That's fucked. So I can't find the video, but I can explain it. It's like, it's a really well-crafted comedy gag, but because it's about the war and it's meant to be anti-Ukrainian, it's just like so bafflingly painful to watch. It's like, what's this? Oh,
Fuck.
I don't even care. I'm not even annoyed by this. It's just weird. It feels like Rick-rolling. It's just like, bro, this is
Yeah,
like,
but it's still annoying.
it's just,
Sorry, go
it's
back
just like
to...
it's like a decade old. Anyway, yeah. So there's a guy in a military uniform.
Yep.
And his family's there. And he's like, don't worry, son, like everything will be okay. And he goes to his dad. He's like, you know, he'll be great. Like it'll be fine. And he's like, as you can see, like he's part of the Ukrainian military.
Yep.
And like he's saying goodbye to his family. And then he finally says goodbye to like his girlfriend or whatever. And then and he's like, okay, now get on the truck. And they all get conscripted. And they all go up there. It's like an old man in a wheelchair and this thing. And it's kind of just like making fun of conscription. And then there's like this Ukrainian nationalist anthem that's playing while they're all just in this army truck getting like pulled off. And it's
wait, that's a Russian ad?
Yeah.
But Russia's forcing people to go to war as well. What are you talking about?
It's so fucked. And it's also just one of those things. It's just like, I don't understand like what kind of own this is because like you've invaded this country.
Yeah, exactly.
You've like they wouldn't be getting conscripted if you weren't fucking in there. Like
you forced the grandma, the baba, to fight against you.
And it's yeah, it's a fucking I don't know. I felt fucking empty after I watched that. It was disgusting.
It's fucking
but it's very well done. Kind of like better than this
sounds like
one.
It sounds like a good twist. Like even when you were telling the story, I was like, what's gonna happen?
I saw you getting into it. I was like, we got you.
We got you. And then someone said, welcome back, Alex. Thank you. Glad to be back. I did actually miss streaming a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it, but I did.
Luke's is gonna be really angry.
He can still come in. We haven't killed him, have we? Did we kill him? Did you kill him?
I think I killed him.
You killed him. Well, Lucas is
you
gone.
Order some lunch soon. I might order some
I
lunch
already
later.
ate some lunch.
You don't want any food?